What's the ladies from Life of Queen Sandy and family, baby? Y'all already know who it is, Queen Sandy, the Queen of NO. How Life of Queen Sandy and family viewers doing on this great and beautiful day, you heard me? Ladies and gentlemen, first off, I would like to thank God for blessing my family and loved ones on this great and beautiful day. And also may he bless each of you and your families as well, baby. Today's Life of Queen Sandy and family's menu for today, baby, is my family's favorite. Hunt's red gravy with shrimps, crawfish tails, and smoked sausage and ground meat, baby, over some rice, you heard me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, right behind me, your girl Queen Sandy up here, sauteing my ground meat, smoked sausage, shrimp, and my crawfish tails, ladies and gentlemen, and some butter, baby. Putting it down New Orleans stunner style in Texas, baby. How Life of Queen Sandy and family viewers doing on this great and beautiful day, you heard me? And also, ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy have her bell peppers and my onions in there as well, baby. Now, as y'all can see, ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy got her New Orleans shrimp and crawfish tails up in this skillet, baby. And what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen, is sauteing it up in some butter with some bell peppers and some onions, baby. And also, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know your girl Queen Sandy put a little bit of everything up in here, you heard me? And also on that back burner, baby, your girl Queen Sandy up there melting my butter, so I can add the Hunt's red gravy to the butter, ladies and gentlemen, for some flavor. And also your girl Queen Sandy, once I let the Hunt's red gravy cook down a little bit, I'm going to let it simmer on low. I'm going to add a little bit of sugar and also my seasoning, baby. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Hunt's red gravy is easy and very simple to cook. And also, y'all know y'all can use this recipe when y'all making y'all spaghettis, you heard me. And also, ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy has some fresh peppers chopped up in here with the smoked sausages and the ground meat and my bell peppers and onions, baby. I know y'all want to play, baby. My kids going to be so happy when they get out of school today, baby. The world's greatest producer, Young Prince Watts, suggested that his mama fix this, you understand me? So you know my babies get what they want, you heard me? Now, what your girl Queen Sandy is about to do, baby, is add 1 can of Hunt's red gravy. Like, yeah. And add my second can. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this back pot on 3, baby, so it can simmer without popping, you heard me? And put a lid on it, baby. So what I like for Queen Sandy and family viewers cooking on this great and beautiful day, baby. Y'all already know your girl Queen Sandy got to sanitize her hands, baby, after touching that garbage. Now what your girl Queen Sandy about to do, baby, is whip up this red gravy. And saute my ground meat with my bell peppers and my jalapenos and my smoked sauces, baby. I know y'all can smell it through the phone, baby. Now what your girl Queen Sandy about to do, baby, is put this lid back on that pot. And finish sauteing my shrimp and crawfish tails with my bell peppers and onions and peppers, baby. And add a little bit of my Louisiana hot sauce, baby, to my shrimps. And also a little bit to the red gravy. Not too much, you heard me. How many of Life of Queen Sandy and family viewers Put shrimps and crawfish tails up in the spaghettis, baby. I know it be rolling. Coming from New Orleans, we put seafood in everything, baby. Now what I'm about to do, baby, is get the sugar and add a little bit, poquito of sugar to the red gravy, you heard me? Just a little bit because you don't want it too sweet because I'm not making spaghettis, baby. I'm making seafood red gravy, you heard me? Now your girl Queen Sandy gonna add a one big old scoop of butter, you heard me? And whip this up. Let that butter melt up in this red gravy, baby. And this is a very inexpensive meal, ladies and gentlemen. The Hunt's red gravy, like $2 a can. The ground meat, $3 a pack. The smoked sausage, you can get for $2, baby. Get a 69-cent bell pepper. Get a dollar onion, you heard me. A fresh pepper for 50 cents, a dollar, you heard me. Now your crawfish tails, that's like, the crawfish tail is going to cost you about $6, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the instructions on how to make New Orleans seafood red gravy, baby. You need however big your pot is, baby. You get your Hunt's red gravy, your shrimps, your ground meat, your crawfish tails, and your smoked sausage, a bell pepper, an onion, a jalapeno, and whatever else y'all want to put in there, ladies and gentlemen. And also, you can put it on top of spaghettis or regular rice, you heard me? Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember you got to saute all your seafood together and you brown your ground meat, baby. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy red gravy is rolling, baby. It's bursting with seasoning, you heard me? My family gonna tear this up, you heard me? And like I said, my kids love this. So my baby Young Prince Rock requested that his mama fix this on last week, you heard me? So since our family made groceries, I made sure that his mama made this meal for him today, you heard me? So ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy about to whip up this red gravy one more time. Let me get my spoon, baby. My family gonna be so excited, baby. This is a New Orleans menu, baby. Now, if I had some po' boy bread, your girl Queen Sandy would have made some homemade garlic bread, you heard me. But I still can make some homemade garlic bread, baby. I'm just gonna do it on regular bread. So, ladies and gentlemen, hope everyone enjoyed this segment of Life of Queen Sandy and Family's DIY tutorial on how to make homemade New Orleans seafood red gravy over rice, you heard me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to put the lid on top of this red gravy, you heard me, and let it simmer and cook down for about 5 or 10 minutes and cut our Life of Queen Sandy and Family viewers right back on. Un momento, baby, with the outcome of how my well-seasoned New Orleans red gravy is, baby, and cut y'all right back off. And ladies and gentlemen, meanwhile, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Life of Queen Sandy and Family, baby. God is awesome. And now, ladies and gentlemen, New Orleans Queen Sandy is back, baby. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy food is rolling. And I'm about to feed my husband, King Smurf of the Whip Stop, the first plate, you heard me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy got her plate right here, baby. Look at that rice. Y'all see that there? Now, ladies and gentlemen, what your girl Queen Sandy is going to do is put 1 scoop of rice on this plate, baby. Like we're in a restaurant, you heard me. And add a little bit more to the plate, baby. Round this rice up. My husband King Smurf love to eat and my kids, baby. Place that spoon in the zinc, you heard me? Y'all see how big these shrimps is, baby? I know y'all can smell it through the phone, baby. Stop playing. Girl, Queen Sandy about to put a lid back on my pot, baby, that my babies bought their mama for her birthday last year, you heard me? And what I'm about to do is clean off this plate for my husband, King Smurf of the Whip Stop, and also my viewers. You know your girl, Queen Sandy, a professional with it, baby. How they doing in the restaurant? Now, don't that just look delicious, ladies and gentlemen? Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. God is awesome. Hope everyone enjoyed this New Orleans Queen Sandy's how to make New Orleans seafood red gravy tutorial, baby. And ladies and gentlemen, remember, all you need is some Hunter red gravy, a bell pepper, an onion, smoked sausage, ground meat, shrimps, and crawfish tails, and a bag of rice, you heard me, and some butter, ladies and gentlemen. And also whatever kind of season that y'all enjoy eating with y'all family, baby. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Life of Queen Sandy and family, baby. Yeah, stop playing. Y'all already know that I gotta put this here plate on rotate for my family. Understand me? Straight like that, baby. New Orleans Stunner style in Texas. God is awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Queen Sandy and family would like to thank all our loyal viewers and supporters. Whoever liked, comment, and share, and subscribe to Life of Queen Sandy and family, baby. We love y'all, and may God bless you and your families on this great and beautiful day. And keep those likes, comments, shares, and subscribes coming, you heard me. And also to those that haven't liked, commented, and shared, and subscribed, what y'all waiting on, baby? Approval? Stop playing. Here's a one-of-a-kind New Orleans Queen Sandy Stunner New Orleans style seafood red gravy, baby. Peace out, God is good, and we love y'all, baby.